This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Center Rob Williams is a big reason the Celtics have become so tough to score on. Jason Tatum says, Rob can guard anybody. You always know you got protection behind you if you get beat.
David, thanks. We have just a few games in the books, Brent. What are coaches right now looking for from their team, from their players?
Well, I think you're still trying to figure out what your identity is, Kevin. You've played a few games. You're trying a few different rotations. You still want to do that over the course of the next 25 games before you really settle into what you know is going to give you the best chance offensively and defensively and win games.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Jeremy Grant is out there with Cameron Reddish. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Eubanks in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Smart in at the point. A shot by Reddish, no good. The Celtics on offense. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Right side Horford. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Tries it from 19. Yep, that one goes in there. Tatum's got the first points of the night for the Celtics.
A nice use of the mid-range by Tatum, taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to Reddish. Lillard outside. Grant outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Jacks up a 3.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Portland again missing. Right side, Williams. They get it again. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And Brown is so good at using that large frame to reel in rebounds. Just exceptional at how he attacks.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
At the line for your Celtics, Jaylen Brown. At the line, shooting 1.
What's up?
Free throw good from Brown.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Lillard, the pass to Reddish. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And so it's Boston with it. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Smart passes to Tatum. From outside the arc. Portland grabs the miss. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. But it's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Shot clock at 6. Poked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding team. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Smart against Lillard. Horford kicks to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Smart. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Lillard. And it's Thibault in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
To the middle, here's Horford. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Lillard. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Found down low. Defended by Thibault. Lillard against Smart. Now, here's Reddish. He's guarded closely. Three-pointer. Rebound, Boston.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Passes it to Williams. Misses the three. Trailblazers trailed by 5. Knocked away. And stolen by Tatum. And here they go. Horford the pass to Smart. Tatum on the wing. Three-pointer. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. Here's Reddish. Chalk up 2 there.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Horford the pass to Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
Really as good as any passing big that we have in the NBA. Horford is a guy who can run an offense as a big.
Lillard outside. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's the pass to Smart. Back to Tatum. Horford trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Jason Tatum seems GA like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
Take a break. 2 shots. And the first one at the line is good.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
He's off on the second.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
That's tipped, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Trailblazers ball.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Thibault for 3.
And what about the hustle from Brown on D? Just not giving his man any room to feel comfortable.
And that one is good. He has 5.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Lillard the pass to Reddish. Lillard outside. Back to Thibault. From beyond the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Outside, Smart. Tatum. Now here's Williams for three. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Now here's Reddish, guarded by Tatum. And here's Reddish. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Thibault on the wing. He's covered by Brown. That's tipped. Stolen by Smart.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Jeremy.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Personal foul.
And just a great job so far
13 foul.
applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand.
At the line.
Nightmarish
1
clamps
shot.
thus far.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Trailblazers trailed by 8. Here's Lillard. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Now Reddish. And Tatum pulls it down.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Smart. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And now it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Boston Zone. Celtics Entertainment. Here they come, it's Celtics Entertainment. Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment. Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
Boston making some changes. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Horford. Muscala comes in for Williams. And it's White in for Marcus Smart. Portland also making some changes. Watford's checked in. And it's Nasir Little in for Reddish. Pass to Watford. Kicks to Lillard. Clock at 4. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Celtics leading by 10. Outside, White. Williams trying to break free. White, good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Lillard, the pass to Watford. And stolen by Tatum. Over Little. That one wide left. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard outside. Passes it to Sharp. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. with some arc. And that one is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Well, Grant showing some toughness on that play. He welcomes the contact. He's so athletic, goes right through it that time.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And the first one drops.
And it's great to see Grant take on a bigger role over time. Now a real focal point of this offense.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 10-point lead. Tatum dishes to Muscala. The pass to White. Fires for three. The Trailblazers pull it in. Here's Lillard.
And the zero Damian Lillard wears on his jersey is more than just a number.
Yeah, Greg, we know that represents the letter O, as Dame grew up in Oakland, went to college in Ogden, and became an NBA star in Oregon. Oh my, that's a lot of O's.
Throw good, Damian Lillard.
There's so many qualities of a lead guard that Damian Lillard possesses on the floor, in the locker room. He really, truly sets the standard.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass from Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. And he drives in. Williams kicks to Muscala. Here's White. And another miss by Boston. Pass to Sharp. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Little passes to Sharp. Knocks down the three ball.
And for Little, that's a quality find right there, just dropping that pass.
Outside Tatum. White looking around. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Little. Back to Lillard. Takes the three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment. Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
Brock, and he's checked in for Boston.
Celtics Entertainment.
We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. White finds Tatum. Now Muscala. Outside, White. On the wing, Williams. Shot clock at 3. Boston needs to get off a shot. And here's Tatum for 3. Trailblazers trailed by 4. Here's Little. No good with the triple. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 45% from the field early. Tatum against Grant. Here's Williams. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Lillard up top. Light covering. Lillard the pass to Watford. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Personal foul.
Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Portland, Trendon Watford at the line for 2.
That one is off.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second. Seconds left to play in the first. Outside, White. Switch. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lillard, right side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
And look out, the weather report might call for an avalanche of buckets from Damian Lillard.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Revenge your Celtics Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Cameron Reddish is out there with Little, and it's Eubanks in at the center.
You got to appreciate Nasir Little because this is the stuff he does. Gets in, he's aggressive on the offensive glass.
14 feet away. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Now, here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful. Williams looking around. Pass to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Lillard. Boston, no good that time either. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Sharp. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Smart. First,
that one on Smart. Smart. Portland, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Free throw missing. Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. Boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and Tatum pulls it down. Celtics leading by 3. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
First free throw is good, and a new group in for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Horford. Robert Williams comes in for Williams. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Derek White subbed in for Smart. Portland also making some changes. Watford's checked in, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Sharp. And so he hits both. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The pass to Thybulle. He kicks it to Reddish. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
Coming onto the floor.
And Portland has possession. It's a 5-point game. Johnson down low. White's there. And it's sent back by White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead early. The dive for the ball. Trailblazers trailed by 5. Pass to Johnson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Watford, that's good.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Brogdon. Poked away. Here's Cornett. An easy 2 points on the layup. Cornett's got his first 2 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Passes it to Reddish. Here's Johnson. Little passes to Thybulle. And here's Reddish. 6 to shoot. No good on the triple.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. You must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Thybulle, the pass to Little. He dishes it to Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. here's Thibault. He's guarded closer. Good D by Brogdon. To the paint, Cornet, and it's denied. Now the pass to Thibault. Eyes a three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Robert Williams. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Matisse Thybulle taking 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Marcus Smart's checked in for Derek White. And he sinks the second. Nails the third. Celtics leading by 4. Pass to Cornet. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Reddish kicks to Thibault. Back to Reddish. The shot. And too long on the shot. For Boston, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Hauser the pass to Williams. Here's Brogdon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Matisse Thybulle.
For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family grade where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earned his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon may be the smartest guy in the NBA. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Kicks it to Williams. Here's Smart. Boston, no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 7. Little with the ball. Over Williams. Little can't hit. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. They've held a 12-point lead early. Down low. That's good from Williams. The assist for Smart. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And Lillard kicks to Thibault. Pass to Reddish. Lillard outside. From deep. Rebound Boston. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Little comes with a double team. Passes to Hauser. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food. A little bit. All good things that can get you ready for action. Beyond the leading, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Muscala, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. And here's Reddish. And it's Little atop the key. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Little's got his second basket of the night.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Here's Brogdon. His last outing, he had 24 points. Shot clock at 5. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Little.
All eyes on Dame that time, so he just moves the ball casually right to the open teammate.
And the pass to Hauser. Back to Smart. There's the 3. Williams trying to break free. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Out to the right wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Smart against Lillard. Pass to Sharp. Now Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. 5 on the clock. Grant for 3. It's good from long range.
That's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. He kicks it to Muscala. Back to Smart. to the middle. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And the Celtics can't hang on to the ball. And some changes here for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Williams. And Grant Williams is subbed in for Muscala. Portland trailing here. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. Fifth.
The Trailblazers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
Line for the Trailblazers, Drew Eubanks. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one drops. He ties it up. Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Brown. Tatum on the wing. Over to the left wing. And Horford wide open. He shoots. They need this one. Tatum no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Lillard outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Lillard, bounce pass. Now, here's Sharp. Guarded by Tatum. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Eubanks. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Smart against Lillard. Smart goes in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Eubanks.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Smart.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And so, Smart nails both of them. And here are the Trailblazers now, trailing by 2. Passes it to Sharp. Now here's Johnson. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Count that one. And it's 7 points for Shaedon Sharp.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The pass to Williams. Outside Tatum. Leaner distance. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lillard, the pass to Sharp. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. Just 5 to shoot. Grant for 3. Rebounded by Smart. Tatum looking around. With the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
And every year, Tatum evolves. Tonight, he's given us a taste of everything he's been working on.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics are out in front, up 2. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
It's great to see a team going inside, challenging the defense in the paint. You don't see that mentality as often in today's game. So much is perimeter. Guys want to stay on the outside. They don't want to get sweat equity.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They've been poor offensively. Under 40%, they need to stop settling. Stay patient, move the ball around, but find better looks. It's hard to score in this league. You've got to work for it.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game. It's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Now here's Smart. Tatum and Williams up in the forward spots. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Horford in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Tatum. D right on him. And the layup falls. Tatum's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Celtics.
What tenacity from Tatum, brushing off the contact and finding a way to his shot.
Lillard, the pass to Grant. Kicks it to Reddish. No good from outside.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And looks like the illegal pick reset. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
All the officials are all over that.
Third personal foul.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts. So those are really quality
shots.
2.
Free throw drops in there for Thibault. And both free throws good for Thibault. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
What an athletic move by Tatum, going up like nothing could stop him.
Pass to Reddish. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Grant dishes to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jeremy Grant picks one up. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
That's good from Williams. So he gets them both. Trailblazers trail by 6. This is a to Reddish. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 17 now.
You just can't give Lillard an inch out there. He's going to shoot that one incredibly fast.
And there's the pass to Williams. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. It's good. Smart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Eubanks. The offensive rebound. Boston leading by 5. Brown outside. Bounce pass for Williams. Step back shot. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Over in the corner, Reddish. Over Tatum. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Over in the corner, Williams. Over Lillard. The shot by Williams, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard, the pass to Reddish. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pass to Eubanks. To the inside. Thibault. Yes, that goes in.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Trailblazers, Matisse Thibault, shooting 1. Free
throw drops in there for Thibault. Celtics have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Outside Williams, passes it to Brown. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Smart. He can't get that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
You've got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here they come. It's Celtics Entertainment. Fans, time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment. Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. Brown the pass to Hauser. Over Reddish. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
For Boston, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The pass to Eubanks. And here's Reddish for the lead. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
You can't back off of Reddish. He's going to let it rip.
Tatum against Grant. Tatum drives in. And it's good for 2. Tatum's got 8 here in the quarter.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Smart against Lillard. Pass to Thibault. Here's Eubanks. Inside, just 5 on the clock. And Lillard gets it to go.
And Lillard just doing a great job of weaseling his way around the defense and getting into the paint.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
And the foul on Cam Reddish.
Second personal
That's foul number 2 for him. Brogdon, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics, Malcolm Brogdon.
To Hauser. Pass to Horford. 4 on the clock. Thibault. And here is Grant, guarded by Tatum. Now, here's Reddish. He's tightly guarded.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
So it's Boston now. It's a one-point game. Here's the teardrop. Yep, that one goes. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 1. The pass to Reddish. Grant surveying the D. To the paint. Deflects the pass. To the left wing. Here's Eubanks. Guarded by Horford. 5 on the clock. Reddish's shot is good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And stolen by Thibault. Rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Thibault. Pass to Eubanks. Clock at 6. Shoots over Brown. Eubanks, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Portland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And Lillard kicks to Thibault. Grant in the post, guarded by Tatum. Passes it to Brogdon. It's Brown on the wing. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Thibault. And it's off the back rim, no good.
It's rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team. He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Grant dishes to Lillard. Now the pass to Thibault. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brogdon outside. Pass to Hauser. Brown with it. Lets the three fly. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got 6 rebounds here tonight. Thibault, the pass to Grant. He gets that one.
Jeremy Grant.
Grant's got 4 points this quarter.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, smart move here. Talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Entertainment. Substitution on the court.
1:56 left to play in the third. Williams in the post. Little with the rebound. Little's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Johnson. Here's Watford. He's guarded by Williams. Little passes to Johnson. Off target from outside.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Tatum kicks to Muscala. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. The rebound by Watford. Portland leading. And here's Sharp. He's got 7. That shot misses. Williams with the defensive effort. Celtics passing it around. Tatum and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Back to Johnson. Passes to Watford. There's the pass to Sharp. Pass to Johnson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside Tatum. Count it. Tatum's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, in at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Grant is out there with Little, and it's Eubanks in at 7. Little gets the bucket.
Good focus. Nasir not letting anything distract him from letting that one rip.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead early. Tatum on the wing. And good that time. Tatum's got 32 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Little. here's Sean. And the 3 off target. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Left side, Tatum. Shoots from 14. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's a 4-point Boston lead.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Passes it to Little. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. The Celtics shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Outside, White. On the wing, Williams. And Grant sends it back.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant, coming over and is so quick off the floor. Swats that one out.
Here's Williams. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Drew Eubanks.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And the first one drops.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
And he can't hit the second. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard scanning the floor. Shoots over White. Rebound Boston. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Williams. No good that time. Some solid defense from Grant. The pass to Lillard. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game. That 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Right the pass to Williams. And it's good, 2 points. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Out to the right wing. Here's Eubanks. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Tatum finds White. Here's Brogdon. The kick out to Tatum. Over Little. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Little. And here's Sharp. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Teardrop shot. Pass to Little. Goes back up. And the rejection by Tatum. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And they get it. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And White kicks to Williams. 6 to shoot. Over Grant. And it's Portland with the rebound. Little's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
The double clutch. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Boston making some changes. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Brogdon. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Derek White. Portland also making some changes. Reddish comes in for Eubanks. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Sharp.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Lots of intrigue around Nasir Little and how it is that his game is going to evolve since entering the league. He's consistently worked on developing all of his abilities, shooting, defense, rebounding. The sky's the limit here.
Lillard outside. Back to Reddish. Grant against Williams. This is it to Thybulle. Here's Reddish. It's up a three. Portland again missing.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do a block there to defend.
They grab their own miss. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
At the line for your Celtics, Robert Williams. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nasir Little. And both free throws good for Williams. Here's Lillard. And the pass to Reddish. Back to Lillard. He kicks it to Reddish. Pass to Eubanks. Now Thybulle. Grant at the elbow. Over Williams. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Grant.
That's a lot of hard work in the offseason for Jeremy Grant to become better at the mid-range, finding some footing there.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being on the screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Now Horford's checked in for Williams. And Portland has possession. Thybulle with the ball. Driving the lane. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, a level of engagement that Horford brings on the defensive end every night is impressive. Terrific block there.
Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. It doesn't go for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Grant the pass to Eubanks. And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Thybulle on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Goes up on the wing.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Hard to guard when he's that close. Grant really good at drawing the defense in to foul him.
At the line for the Trailblazers, Jeremy Grant. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Grant. And Grant drops them both. And so it's Boston with it. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pass to Williams. Outside Tatum. It's deflected. Now here's Thibault. He's covered by Brown. Lillard against Smart. And Lillard kicks to Reddish. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot. Good as the jump shot falls.
Cam Reddish getting better and better at recognizing what it is the defense is giving him.
Outside Williams. The 3 from Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist in this one.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Passes to Reddish. Thibault for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Outside Williams. On the wing, Brown. Horford trying to free himself up. And it's Brown missing. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Reddish. Offline with his 3. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. Tatum, no good. Portland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Williams against Grant. The pass to Eubanks. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Smart. The offensive rebound. Horford no luck. Trailblazers trailed by 5. The shot by Lillard wide open. Off target with his 3. Outside Williams. Kicks to Tatum. Pass to Horford. It's tipped. Over in the corner, Reddish fires the 3. Rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Tatum down low. Good by Reddish. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
An incredible leaper at 6'8". Tatum is difficult to stop down low.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Lillard with it. Out guarded by Tatum. Good. Lillard's got 21.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Here's Brown. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
5th personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Thibault for 3. And the rejection by Tatum. Smart against Lillard. Takes a 3.
Incredible defender. Smart can provide help as well as sticky.
Pass to Tatum. A minute 20 left to play here in the 4th. Fires it up. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Smart. Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 5.
You know, the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Now here's Tatum, guarded closer. Got it. Good job in the low post. Tatum's got 43 points.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
All right, fans.
They trail by 7. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Man, his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Trailblazers ball.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Smart. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And we've got